Sincerity is one of those key attributes on the path to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And sincerity can be tricky because one who is sincere can never claim that they are sincere. What begins in sincerity does not always end in sincerity, so one must check their actions every single day to see, am I still on the path of sincerity? Am I still doing this for Allah or for the glory from the people or from my own self? And this takes wisdom. So we look to the great Aalim, Sayyed Ali Al-Ghazi, the legendary teacher of Allama Tabatabai and Sheikh Bahjat. May God rest their souls. And it's narrated that there was a day where he was in Najaf at a grocery store, a rundown grocery store. And a young talib alim, a young student of the Hawza, was watching him. He was watching what he would do, and he would see him picking the rotten pieces of lettuce, the undesirable pieces. He would take them and go to the grocer for him to weigh the pieces of lettuce. Then he pays for those undesirable pieces, puts them in his cloak and sets off. This young student found this to be a mysterious action. So he followed Sayyid Al-Ghazi and he asked him, he said, Sayyidi, I just want to ask you, why is it that you chose those pieces of lettuce? So Sayyid Al-Ghazi replied to him, he says, my son, I chose these undesirable pieces because I want to help this man, this grocer, who I know is going through difficult financial circumstances, but I don't want to help him through charity. I don't want him to feel like I harmed his dignity, his honor, or his character. So I purchase from him instead. And I know that no one's going to buy these pieces of lettuce. At the same time, I don't want him to become indifferent and rely upon charity. And I want him to keep working at his business. This way, it doesn't make a difference to me if I'm eating undesirable pieces of lettuce or fresh lettuce, but I'm able to help this man to continue without harming his dignity and by allowing him to feel like he can continue in his business of selling this food. You see, this is true sincerity, where we go towards helping the people without them even realizing that we are helping them. And it's a great lesson that we take from our ulama and a great lesson that we learn from the path of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.